It was then Darren realized that something had changed between him and Wozniak, who, inches from the courthouse doors, spun around to Darren. "I'm not dealing with the Rangers on this anymore." "What?" "Let me get this straight. A double homicide with serious racial overtones. A sheriff's department that initially gave short shrift to the killing of a black man. And the Texas Rangers send in an officer on suspension?" "I'm not on suspension." But even as he asserted it, he wasn't sure it was true. He was currently wearing the badge merely by permission, not by right. His future with the Rangers hung on a grand jury in San Jacinto County. "You know what I take from that?" Wozniak said. "That the Rangers were never really serious about getting to the bottom of this. You're no better than the good old boys out here. Actually, you're worse, 'cause you don't even realize you're being used." His words hit Darren in his gut, a sucker punch that flowered into sickening self-doubt, because he couldn't say for certain it wasn't true. "The Rangers didn't send me in," he said. "It was a friend in the Justice Department who tipped me off to the murders in Lark. Greg Hegland." "I know," Wozniak said. "He called me." "He called you?" "I'll be getting my information from the feds from now on." Wozniak paused with his hands on the courthouse door, holding it open for a woman in pantyhose and heads below the skirt of her suit who stepped outside to light a cigarette. He looked at Randy, who was standing behind Darren. "You coming?" he said. And when she didn't respond right away, he stormed into the building and let the glass door swing closed behind him. "What the hell is going on, Darren?" She'd hardly gotten her seatbelt on before he swung into the parking lot of a liquor store a few blocks away, slamming the car into park. What was Greg doing calling the Tribune reporter? Did he want a professional come-up so badly that he would interfere with what Darren was trying to do out here? He was starting out of the car when Randy said, "What are we doing here?" He ignored the question as he climbed out of the truck. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and he was still in uniform, the button-down, boots, and badge. But the black lady behind the counter didn't bat an eye when he set down a 20 and a 5 for a bottle of Jim Beam, which was about the best he was going to get his hands on in this backwater. He had the plastic off the cap by the time he slid back into the front seat of the Chevy. Randy looked at him like she'd never seen him before, as if a stranger had stumbled into the wrong truck. As he uncapped the bottle and bit off 2 fingers, enjoying the burn as it went down, the flush that crept across his jaw and throat, she said, "I'm not comfortable with you drinking and driving." He unceremoniously tossed her the keys, then got out of the truck, walking around to the passenger side, while Randy slid across the front seat to drive. By the time they were back on Highway 59, he made a show of capping the bottle, of the fact that it was just a little something he needed, that it didn't signify a problem so much as an itch for which the slightest scratch would do. Randy had her hands gripped at 10 and 2 on the steering wheel. She had not adjusted the seat for her height and was perched on the very edge so that her feet would meet the gas pedal and the brake. She didn't say anything until they got about a mile outside Lark. "They've got Keith in custody. And what? Now you suddenly don't think he did it?" she said. Darren, flushed from the bourbon, rolled down his window to let in a noisy crack of air. It whistled by his ear and swirled around the truck's cab. He sat with that for a minute, his tongue slowed by the liquor, his heart weakened by a fear that he was letting this woman down. As they pulled into the north end of town, they came on the ice house first. Darren asked her twice to pull over, and when she didn't, he reached for the wheel himself. She shoved him back, but eventually turned the truck into the ice house's gravel parking lot and shut off the engine. It clicked as it cooled, and for a moment, that was the only sound in the cab save for the distant thrum of drums and guitar, the warm twang of country music playing inside the bar.